Hello again, welcome back. So now that we can actually get the save function working, this video is going to be just getting all the variables that we'll need to save from our player. So like their name, level, current and max health, everything. So I'm going to do that now. So you can skip this video if you want to. This is more for the people. This is another one of those for the visual people that just want to see like what all. If you basically have an understanding of how the save system works and want to just do it on your own, then that's good. Or if you want to see, then I can show you. So I've got, let's see, I've got my name, which we'll go over how to do the name later on. I already got level. Current health. So it's basically just inputting all the variables that you want to save, and then matching up with the variable type. So things like attack type or attack combo we can skip. Sword modifier, shield modifier, that's handled in our equip system. So it's basically just oop, I went too far. Let's see, current health, max health, current mana, max mana, current XP, next level, let's see, strength, and that one was an integer. Defense. Don't need attack type or attack combo. That'll be set up by our spawn gear equipment, as well that. So then I need all my equipment info. So sword info. That's an item info type. Shield info. Accessory. Let's see, we also had bow and arrow. Alright, so bow info, arrow info. Now the sword ref and the shield ref and all that's handled by our spawn gear equipment. Inventory. Inventory, and that one will need to be an array. Inventory size. And that one is an integer, single instance, bow ref, fire arrow. Let's see, booleans don't matter, bow reference, no. Let's see, spell selected, and that is spell info. Let's see, spells known. That's an array of those spell infos. Gold. Oh, wait. Oh, right, we already did. Okay. Did that in the last video. Alright. So, with all that done, now, can minimize this one, go into where I've stored my, or where we've got our save game function. I'm going to take this save game slot off the end right here, move it out the way. And let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 here. This one doesn't count, so let's see, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I could just count. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Goodness. So I'm just gonna Make a little room like that. So now what we're going to do is to save all this, we're going to cast to our save system, get these variables, and then pull the same ones out of the player reference, and then hook them all up just like that. So first, I'm going to see this. We did those. So set name, set current health, max health, I'm gonna add a reroute node down here so I don't have to keep scrolling back up. Let's see, then it was current mana, max mana, current XP, set sword info. I'm just going to create another row right here that I'll just gather and move down. I don't like doing too many reroute nodes. It makes it look weird, personally. Let's see, shield info. Set my accessory. Bow. Set my inventory. Then my set spells selected. And my spells known. Whoa. Drop this, golly. Drop this down and in place. And then the fun part of just running through and hooking them all up, dragging them in place to look a little bit neater. I don't know if there's a faster way of hooking these up. That sure would be nice. But as far as I'm aware, it's pretty much just one by one. Luckily, you can connect them from either angle, so you can go. You don't have to keep scrolling up and drag down. You can drag up too, and it doesn't speed it up by much, but it's helpful. Boom. Alright, now I can close my, or drop my save thingy down there. Now for my player reference. Then we just get all the same variables and plug them in. So I'll get the name from the player, plug that here, get my current health, oop. Oh, my max health, current mana, next variable, next level. You know what the fun part is? We have to do, not set defense. Get defense. We have to do all of this basically in reverse for loading a game too. Sword info. So isn't that fun? Get my shield info. Getting my inventory established. Couple more. Alright, so then it's inventory size. Get my spell selected. And then my spells known. So basically hooking everything up that you would want to. Oh, please don't. Oh, I don't. Okay. I was gonna try to drag these all up and just connect them directly. Whew. But yeah, that's. We're just saving everything. I'm gonna drag this over a ways a little bit. So, and then at the very end of the entire sequence node, once you've saved your last, or set your last variable, then we do just like that. And I'm going to grab from my cast to player save, hook that to my save game object, and then we're just saving all that data. Yeah. So basically anything inside the player that you want to save, first you establish the variable inside your save game state. And then when you save, you just set that variable inside of it with the similar variable inside your player. And then you save. So that's pretty much all there is to that. And in the next one, we will go over the load process, which is basically this in reverse, casting to the player instead, and getting all this from the save system and setting it to the player. So, but that's it for this one, and I will see y'all. And I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I'll remember as soon as I click stop recording. So I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.